Hey friends, it's Rachel with the Ponds Farmhouse, and today I'm going to be sharing how I'm putting together a foraged floral arrangement. Everything that I'm using here are things that I have gathered around the property. And the very first thing that I did was I went ahead and made up some really cute little stems. These are actually using sweet gumballs, which I have spray painted and then applied them to some floral what do you call them, picks, I guess you call them. And we're going to be using those in this arrangement. And then at the same time, I went ahead and did some pine cones the same way. So we were going to have some pine cones, some of these sweet gumball stems that kind of look like a thistle stem. And then I went and gathered several different things from the yard. And first of all, I have just some dried berries that we're going to stick in there. I have some foliage that's already starting to turn, and it has some seeds on it. I went ahead and gathered some of my Nadenia that's starting to turn some color here. I thought that would really make it pop, along with some of the Nadenia berries. And then some more wildflowers too, to give it some golden color. And we're gonna go ahead and put all that together. I'm putting it in this large ironstone vintage pitcher, and I think that's gonna really be a pretty kind of casual looking vase. And then at the end, I'm going to share how I put together the sweet gumball stems and the pinecone stems. So stay tuned for that. But first, let's go ahead and put this arrangement together, and I'll show you how I'm going to do it. Okay, the very first thing that I did was I went ahead and spray painted the sweet gum balls with some gold and some rust colored spray paint. After that dried, then I'm ready to go ahead and get started making my stems. And what all I'm doing is just adding a drop of hot glue into one of the little holes that are naturally there in the sweet gum balls, and sticking one of these little floral wire ties in there. These are very sturdy. I cut them into smaller lengths. I want one really long one, and then some of the other ones can be smaller, so that they can just be attached to the long stem. But what I did was I went ahead and made up several of the gumballs so that the little wire stem is really secure in there before I started wrapping them together. And all I'm doing is just combining about 3 or 4 of them. It doesn't really matter. You can pick and choose. And just using some floral tape, go ahead and wrap it around the stems so that they'll be secured together. And just quickly and tightly wrap that around until you have all of the ends completely covered so that they don't move around. And then once you have that done, you can bend them and shape them to your desired, shape. I also gathered a few little fall leaves, and I just used some hot glue here and just randomly placed some of the leaves on there just to give it a little bit more of an authentic look. And I really liked how that turned out, so I recommend that you do that. And all I did was just went out and picked up some tiny leaves out of the yard for this part of it. So it was quick and easy. But just go ahead and get your stems put together, and then you're going to be ready to make your arrangement. Next, I'll show you how I did the pine cones. The pine cones were a little different because they don't have the little hole in them. So what I did was I used some really lightweight floral wire and wrapped it around the bottom of the pine cone, and just kind of wrap it around twice and then just twist it on there so that it's secured. And then once you have those, then you're ready to attach it to the longer wire. And you do it exactly the same way. Just take the wire and wrap and wrap and wrap until you've got your pine cone attached. And what I did was I just put a couple of each one on one stem. And you can do as many as you want to, just like you did the other ones. But they turned out really cute as well. So let's take a look at what they all look like.